Hey everybody out there on the internet, welcome again to another edition of Direct to Riff, and today I've got a short one because I figured since I did a long one last time, my treat for you for all that long suffering you did is a short one this time around. And today we're going to be watching something called Don't Call Me Names, which came out in the year 2000, that distant futuristic year. So, we're going to see what all the name calling is about right now. Ooh, futuristic graphics with your United Learning. This is quality picture I'm looking at. Oofta. Uh-oh. Someone went crazy with the computer graphics and got sunburst.
Stupid head, you jerk. Crybaby.
Has anyone ever called you a name you didn't like?
My real name.
Did you ever call someone a name they didn't like?
No, they all love the fact that I call them poopy heads.
Well, name calling is what this program is all about.
And how much fun you can have doing it.
How it makes people feel and how to ask someone to stop calling you names. So the next time it will be easier for you to tell someone, don't call me names.
You know, wait, didn't they rip that off one of those Power Ranger creatures? But he looks well adjusted. I think it's fine.
How does it feel to be called names? Let's find out.
Oh,
one day in school,
cartoon sound effects by Hanna-Barbera.
Sharpener and broke. Caleb was upset because he had gotten the pencil at a baseball game and it had his favorite team's name on it.
What, the Pittsburgh Pirates, that bunch of losers?
Pencil.
But what
my favorite pencil? What idiot has a favorite pencil?
It's just a dumb pencil. What a baby.
That's kind of agreeable. I'm on her side with that one.
Later that day, Caleb was looking for a book in his desk. And
maybe if you didn't have a whole ton of papers in it that would catch the whole school on fire, it'd be totally fine.
Caleb felt embarrassed, but he felt even worse after Janet said,
"You're such a klutz."
I don't think that was acting. That might have been real.
And then at recess, Caleb was playing dodgeball.
They even allow that?
The ball hit his legs and knocked him over. It hurt so much that he almost cried.
Ha ha, what a loser.
Let me stop a mud hole in your butt now.
When Janet called Caleb a baby, he felt hurt. And when she called him a klutz, he felt embarrassed.
So just call her a right bitch. This is easy.
He got
just,
mad.
it's called retaliation. And it's something that is of value.
You're a jerk. Stupid head. Dummy. Crybaby.
Twat. Bitch.
And Janet
dick.
Calling each other
asshole.
Then they started
fuck stick.
each other.
Oh.
What a mess.
Now here comes the real spaz.
See how calling someone names can make them feel hurt and embarrassed and angry?
Not really. Well, your haircut, your height, your eye color, the fact that you have a sagging lip.
Because Janet had hurt his feelings, and then because he got into trouble for fighting with her. When Marcy, his baby,
you should play hockey. You don't get in trouble for fighting in hockey.
Something's wrong.
Hey, Caleb. Hi. What's the matter?
I don't want to talk to a spaz like you.
So, Caleb told Marcy about the fight with Janet and about how she called him names.
And she was rightfully so to do that.
Got in trouble. Marcy understood how Caleb felt.
I know how
She
you
remembers
feel.
what it
That
was
happened
like
to
to
me
be
too.
a child of
Come
the
on, let's go to the park
1980s.
and we can talk along the way.
When they got there, they saw two girls from Caleb's school on the playground, Lisa and Taylor.
Ooh.
Come on, Taylor the Sailor. Let's go on the
Was she
street.
part beaver?
Call me Taylor the Sailor. I don't like that. Why not? It rhymes. Taylor, Sailor. I think it's funny. Well, I don't. Can you
Don't make
believe
me
it?
kick
More
you in the
name
head.
Well, at least Lisa isn't doing it to be mean like Janet. She's just doing it to be funny. But if Taylor doesn't think it's funny, Lisa shouldn't do it. Not everyone calls names to be mean, you know. See that guy over there, Roger?
Oh, yeah,
When we
let's
were in
not
first
talk
grade,
about him.
he
There's a
always
reason why
called me
he's playing
Peanut,
all by
'cause I was the shortest
himself.
kid in the class.
It's for legal
He wasn't doing
reasons.
it to be mean, or even funny. He just thought it was a cute nickname. But I hated it anyway.
I think he's kind of hot now.
Hey guys, what are you doing?
But my
I was
taste in
telling
men
Taylor
is really
how he
lacking.
used to always call me Peanut, and how it bothered me.
Yeah, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
In fact, I
think
really
it's
wanted to
nice.
destroy you
That's what I'm
emotionally,
saying.
but you're
Not
still
all
here.
calling is meant to be mean.
But I wouldn't like it if you called me Peanut. I'd think you were making fun of me.
Or you're a real big fan of Charlie Brown. And only dorks like Charlie
If you
Brown.
wouldn't like it, then maybe someone else wouldn't either.
Yeah, you're right.
My acting
If you
is
call
bad. I
somebody
should
names
quit
and they don't
altogether.
like it, you
Or
really
maybe I
should
should
do it.
audition for the next Mary-Kate and Ashley movie.
So you see,
I'd be
there are
perfect for
lots of
that.
reasons why
They
people
like
call
wooden
names.
actors.
Sometimes they do it to hurt someone's feelings. But sometimes they think it's funny, and other times they may think it's cute.
There's
Before
nothing
you call
cute about
someone a
calling
name,
someone a
ask
name.
yourself,
Especially
"Would I
if it's
like
not
if
even a
someone
cute
called me
name.
that?"
Like Robot Monkey Butler. Should we actually be sharing
Now
this
see
part?
Roger
I don't
and
know
Caleb
if children
kept
should be
talking.
knowing
They
this.
talked about how name calling makes you feel. They talked about why people call other people names. Now Caleb wanted to know what you could do to make someone stop calling you names.
They're called fists. You
Caleb's
make
having a
one
problem.
and then you throw
Janet's been
them
calling him names, and he wants
at
to
their
stop.
face, usually.
Well, what did you do
And
when
they
she
will
called you
stop.
names?
If you hit them in the jaw,
called it a
9
shot.
times out of 10 they'll
I
fall
bet it
over
didn't
knocked
work.
out,
And it
or
probably
you'll
made
break
things
it, and then they
worse,
can't
right?
say anything
Did you
insulting
get
at
into a
all.
fight?
Yeah, I pushed her.
Calling names back or fighting just doesn't work.
Yeah, it does, because guess what?
Do you
She
know
probably
what I did
stopped.
to get Roger to stop calling me Peanut? I told him how it made me feel. He didn't even realize I didn't like it.
And once I'd heard how she felt, I stopped.
It was that easy?
Not
That kind
really.
It was. It doesn't always work like that. But still, it's the first thing you should do. Use your words and tell the person who's calling you names how it makes you feel.
Yep.
Then
And
ask
then
them
they're
to
going to
stop.
give you noogies until your brain's exposed.
Looks like you two made up.
Yeah, I promise not to call her that name anymore. Even though I still
Man,
think
she
it's
could
kinda
probably
funny.
pry open a beer
Lisa?
bottle with that mouth.
But if it hurts her feelings, I
Hell,
won't
I
do
bet
it.
she could just shotgun a beer can right now.
So do you think you have a better idea now about what to do if Janet calls you names again?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to call her Miss Jackson because I'm nasty.
Great. So Caleb learned that using your words and saying how you feel is really important.
And I'm
remember,
sure it really
if you call someone a
worked.
name, even one that
Now
you
this
think
makes
is
me
funny
think,
or cute,
how many
and you
times
wouldn't
this
mind
was
being called
shown
yourself,
to
you
children
shouldn't do
and
it
then
if
they
the other
thought
person
it was
asks you
going
not
to potentially work for them? And how many of the times did it backfire? What?
So, the first thing to do when someone calls you a name is to tell them how you feel and ask them to stop. But suppose you do that and they still won't stop. What can you do then? Well, that's what happened to Hector.
Pretend not to
Hector
hear.
was really good at math. He always knew all the answers.
Oh, so he's a
and
dweeb.
He always got 100 on his tests. Then some of the kids in his class started calling him Mr. Brainy Head.
Yeah, that's...
What did you get on the test? I got 2 wrong. What about you? I got 3 wrong. Let's see what Mr. Brainyhead got. What did you get, Mr. Brainyhead? 100, like always. That's why he's Mr. Brainyhead.
So Hector told them how he felt
Yeah,
and asked them to stop.
I don't really think that's much of an insult.
I don't want you to call me that name anymore. I don't
Call
want
me your Lord and Savior, Sir Mathicus.
You're so brainy, Mr. Brainyhead.
Listen, Toothless, we ain't gonna take any guff from you.
But I don't like it.
It's like looking at a young Reggie Fils-Aimé, or whatever
Then
his name
Hector
was
thought
that used to
he
run
tried
Nintendo
not
of
to be
America.
good at math. Maybe that would make them stop. So when the teacher called on him, he gave the wrong answer on purpose.
What, to prove that you're
Does
dumb?
anybody know what 8 plus 2 is? How about you, Hector?
2 plus 8 is 12.
Sorry, Hector, that's not right. Anybody else?
Well, you're not getting to Harvard now. Way to go, numbnuts.
That's right. Very good.
Now who's the brainy head?
See, I didn't know the answer.
Yeah, eat shit and die, you little snots.
But that didn't work either. The kids still called him Mr. Brainy Head, and giving the wrong answer on purpose made him feel just as bad as being called names.
Failure and feelings of
When
it
his friend
are
Jessica
terrible.
saw
You
him
should
looking
never
upset,
feel like
she
a
asked him what was
failure.
wrong.
Taylor.
Some of the kids
Well,
keep
everything was
so
going
brainy
terrible
and
until
I
you
don't
showed up
like
and
it.
was wearing
So
that.
pay attention to that.
What do you mean?
Pretend you don't hear it. That's what I did.
Then Jessica told Hector about Ben.
Could
who
you
used
tell
to
us who
call
did
her
your hair
Sneezy,
so that we
because
can
she had
pretend they
bad
don't
allergies
exist?
and was always sneezing.
Hey, Sneezy, need a tissue?
Jessica told
No,
Ben
she needs
didn't
better
like it
acting
and asked him to
lessons.
stop, but he wouldn't.
Please don't call me that. Sorry, Sneezy.
So Jessica decided the next time Ben called her
So I
Sneezy,
guess this
she
kid
would
has
pay
some
attention
trauma
to him.
relating to
She
sneezing, and
pretended
so
she
he's got to
didn't
just
even hear
vent.
him.
How's it going, Sneezy?
That's better
I
than you,
said,
leaky
how's it
pants.
going, Sneezy? Whatever.
And he stopped?
After a little while, maybe it wasn't fun anymore. Anyway, he stopped.
He was bored. He was
So
fine.
now
He
you
didn't know what to
if
do with
someone calls
himself,
you names,
especially
the
if I
best
didn't
thing
get a
to do
rise
is
out of
use
him.
your words.
So, yeah,
Tell
he's
them
dead
how it
now.
makes you
Don't
feel
ask
and
why.
Ask them to stop.
It was
If
just
they
kind of
keep doing
mysterious
it,
if you ask
try not to
me.
pay attention to the name. Chances are they'll get tired of it and give up. But if you can't work things out yourself, ask a grown-up for help.
Or just use your fist. And why we gotta snitch?
So, we've learned that using your words is a great way to make someone stop calling you names.
But it probably won't
So
work.
is ignoring the person. But suppose you see someone else being called names. What do you do then?
That's when you brandish the brass
Chelsea and Megan
knuckles.
were having a sleepover at Katie's house. They were having a great time until Katie said,
I have an idea. Let's turn off the lights and tell ghost stories. I don't like ghost stories. Don't be a baby. I'll go turn off the lights. No, I don't like the dark. You
What
said
the
this thing.
hell? God, how do you even go to sleep?
Are you? Well, no. Great, I'll get the lights.
Girl, I'm gonna
Katie
break your
kept
ankles.
calling Megan Scaredy Cat and went to turn off the lights, even though she knew Megan was afraid. And Chelsea didn't say anything to stop her.
It's just keeping the violence circulating, and it just relates into more trauma.
Scaredy cat.
Suddenly, the sleepover wasn't so much fun anymore. Chelsea felt bad that Megan was so upset, but what could she do?
I told you,
Then
throw
she
fists.
realized that she
That
could
fixes
use her
everything.
words and tell Katie to stop calling her names. And that's exactly
Make a
what
nosebleed.
she
It'll be
did.
fine.
Katie, stop calling Megan a scaredy cat. Well, she's being a baby and ruining our fun.
She is not, but you're hurting her feelings and being really mean.
I didn't mean anything by it.
I just like to be right because I'm awesome.
I'm sorry I called you a scaredy cat, Megan.
But you are.
Thanks. We can watch a video if you want.
YouTube isn't invented yet. What are we gonna do this with?
And we can leave the lights on. Great, I'll get the movie.
Chelsea used her words to stop
Oh
Katie's
God!
name-calling.
Of all the things you could have watched, a clown.
So when it comes to name calling, now you know that calling names back and fighting don't work.
But they
using
are
your
damn
words,
effective.
Saying how you feel and speaking up for a friend is a great way to stop name calling.
No one needs
So
a
is
hero
ignoring the person
nowadays.
who's calling you the name. And remember, if you need to, talk to an adult and ask them to help you work things out.
I can't because
So
I'm
the
considered
next
an
time you
adult.
want
And
someone
I
to
don't want
stop
another
name
adult to
calling,
intervene.
remember the
They're
best
usually
way is
called
to
lawyers
say,
and they cost a
"Don't
lot of
call me
money.
names."
Thank you. This was a brilliant waste of time, just like the video content I just produced for YouTube. Oh, Patricia should be fired, that's for damn sure. Wow, that was kind of sad. I mean, there was like next to nothing to that. I really hope no one paid a lot of money for this video, because this is kind of terrible. Like, I don't know. Like those sort of videos, like I'm sure they have good intentions, but I've never heard of any of that shit working, ever. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd rather handle that kind of bullying than, the shit kids go through nowadays, because that just sounds horrendous. But I guess it is what it is. So, like I said, promising to be kind of short, and there you go. So, till next time, party people, toodles.